Welcome back to Vegas Vibes, giving you a peek at what's grooving and brewing in the music, pageantry, live production, and fascinating scenes in the city that never sleeps. And I'm your host, Esmeralda Padilla Gold. Truth is, it is not easy to talk about pageants and live shows nowadays because it's practically zero during the pandemic. I do make it a point to interview someone interesting or exciting in the field of music, pageantry, and live production, entertainment each week to remind you that one of the reasons why Vegas is the entertainment capital of the world is the fact that it has so many talented entertainers living right here. And I try to reach out to them so they can entertain you with their life stories and their respective talents on this show. Of course, there is also no denying that Las Vegas has many of the best and biggest resorts in the globe. Las Vegas is truly a global brand, but not too many people really know how great the city is. And this is what this program is here for. So stay there and be positively surprised. The good news is that Las Vegas remains open, with most resorts, casinos, and restaurants open at 50% of capacity, with strict guidelines on mask and social distancing. And on behalf of Las Vegas, I commend the visitors and residents who follow strictly these mandates and guidelines for our sake and for everyone's sake as well. The world doesn't stop because of COVID-19. Yes, we're sorry about the loss of lives of friends, relatives, or neighbors, but life goes on. We all do our very best to live happily. Some exciting news when we come back, so please stay with me.
The best entertainment, the widest coverage, the fastest speed, only through Asian Network. Call now for huge standalone and bundle savings at
Thanks for staying with me. I am so blessed to have been granted my very own Vegas Vibes channel on Roku and Amazon Fire TV through ACTV, the mainstream Asian network. I would like to thank the Managing Director and COO of ACTV, Mr. Guy Rendon, for making this a reality. Another cool thing that's happening in the entertainment capital of the world is the launch of 2 new TV networks. Coming up this week is ACTV Mandarin, a 24/7 art, travel, and lifestyle channel dedicated to Mandarin-speaking Asians, numbering close to 1 billion people. ACTV Mandarin is owned and operated by Asian Culture Alliance, a 501c3 nonprofit foundation responsible for the creation of Asian Cultural Day in the state of Nevada. Mr. Kevin Fong is the founder and president of Asian Culture Alliance and ACTV Mandarin. Next up is the Latino Channel TV, also known as Latch TV, slated for Q4 2020. Latch TV will be the only dedicated English-speaking network for the second and third generation Latino Americans. And the network is targeting young, upwardly mobile individuals from 12 to 29 years of age. The channel is not for me. Latch TV is founded by Mr. Jose Figueroa, a second-generation Mexican-American who's famous for his iPhone doctor stores throughout Clark County, Nevada. 2 station-produced shows are being shot weekly and will initially be launched through ACTV's global platforms. Contracts with hosts and producers were signed recently. All Access Productions, a local production company managed by Mr. Hennis Peña-Leyva, is the lead content producer. And guess what? One of the hosts of their WhatsApp show is a TikToker sensation with 500,000 followers. Catch Brandy Lopez on my last week's interview segment. Last week, we gave away a $300 restaurant gift certificate to one of the viewers of this show. Indeed, surprise gifts await you when you email me questions, suggestions, or even a cool story you'd like to share with me and our hundreds of thousands of monthly viewers on Roku, Kodi, Amazon Fire TV, or the Vegas Vibes and ACTV apps worldwide, including actvlv.com and actvus.com. Next week, I may even give away a cool video doorbell courtesy of our sponsor, Asian Network. When Vegas Vibes returns, I'll be interviewing someone very special. I'll be right back before you know it, so stay there.
the best entertainment, the widest coverage, the fastest speed, only through Asian Network. Call now for huge standalone and bundle savings at
Welcome back to Vegas Vibes. On Vegas Vibes, I'll be featuring amazingly talented people from many walks of life who contribute to making Las Vegas a unique global brand. And on that note, here with us today is an amazing magician, illusionist, mentalist, a modern magician. Welcome to Vegas Vibes, Mr. Nimai Kanazawa.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. I'm pretty excited, so.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, we would like to know where you're originally from.
I'm Japanese and Mexican, half and half.
I mentioned earlier, no wonder you're polite. It's like every move you make, you ask for permission.
I guess it's a Japanese thing. It's a jeans thing. So it's the sushi and the the burritos.
I know. Kuya Bill said earlier. It was a good point that it's. Because I asked, that's a very uncommon combination, Japanese Mexican. And Kuya Bill said, "Oh, what's that Japanese or sushi burrito?"
People call me a Japsican. No, Japanese Mexican.
So where were you born?
I was born in San Diego, but pretty much raised in Arizona, and then moved here a few years ago.
So born and raised here in
in Arizona.
The US.
Yes. Yeah, raised over there.
But do you speak Japanese at all, or Mexican?
A little bit of Japanese, but mostly Spanish and English. So yeah, couldn't get too much practice in on the Japanese.
But have you ever been to Japan?
I have, yeah. I went to visit family over there, and it's been a few years, but love it. Someday I might go and move over there and check it out.
And what brought you to Las Vegas?
So I came here to study under a few illusionists to sort of study the business side and the magic and performance side of the business.
So you really prepared yourself. This is your career.
Yeah, this is, I started when I was about 6 years old and just kind of went all these years. And, came here to sort of study from the best performers, Very fortunate to be mentored by some of the performers on the Strip. So.
Oh, like who?
Steve Daly. So if you've ever seen the show Zombie Burlesque at Planet Hollywood, he's my mentor. He's the guy who dressed up as a zombie in drag and, does magic to music. It's pretty interesting. So.
Oh wow, sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
I have to see that when they finally open entertainment here in Vegas.
Yeah, it's quite interesting how the whole a lot of shows were shut down for a while, and
how are you coping with the pandemic?
I mainly work corporate events, so a lot of conventions being canceled. It's been a little bit tough, but fortunately, I'm still able to produce content online, and I'm working on a new show, sort of a social distance magic show, you can say. And
interesting. Yeah, you gotta let us know when that will be launched.
Definitely.
So you mentioned that you started when you were 6. So what was that experience that brought you to this way of living?
Oh, my brother used to do magic many years ago, and
your brother. So it's in the family. So your brother is also a magician.
Yeah, well, he used to do magic when he was younger, and he got me into it pretty young, and just from there, watching magicians like Chris Angel and Copperfield on television really just sparked it and really hit hard and got me interested in it. So, and from there I just basically spent just about every weekend performing for people on the streets, or my parents used to have businesses and I'd perform in their shops and that kind of thing. So
how convenient.
Everybody's an audience, every day you just find that person at the gas station or at the bus stop or in school or wherever I could perform. I'd just get the chance and I'd perform and share it. So
are you married? Do you have children who would follow your footsteps?
Not yet, but it's definitely in the plans. For a while I'm just really focused on pursuing my career at the moment, and then eventually I'd like to settle down. For sure.
Out. Yes. Yeah, someone has to
right? It's
continue
part
the
of
legacy,
life.
Right? So you mentioned that you studied magic.
Yeah, studying illusion, sleight of hand, and also the business marketing part of it. So mainly I focus on corporate events, weddings. I also do proposals for people, like surprise people like that. And yeah, that's basically what I...
So this is just not a hobby for you. This is a business.
No, this is a business right now, but eventually...
I think that's very important. Yeah, because we have our passion, and then sometimes we don't make money out of it.
Yeah. And that's something like at the beginning when I was performing full time, like that was something I noticed. It's different, you know, you perform for a living, so you've got to make sure you've got to deliver those reactions and everything. You can't necessarily always try out new material that you're practicing. It's just like it's got to be really hammered in, and because people are paying you for that. And so yeah, it's been interesting, the whole journey.
Well, so who are your biggest influences in the world of magic besides your mentor?
Well, in magic, I have a few influences. Chris Angel's one of them. I also take a lot of influence from like a singer, Michael Bublé.
Do you sing as well?
I don't, but I think it's like one of those secret things that I wish I could just... I used to take choir, and I think I'd like to mix the two, but I've never really... I like music, but I don't know how I'm going to mix the two. But it's something I'd like to pursue in the future. You know, like incorporate
magician.
Magic, maybe a singer in a magic show. So definitely like take from different people. So Michael Bublé and Chris Angel are huge influences.
Wow, that's that would be a great combination.
Very different styles,
But you perform on your own. You don't have like an assistant, like Cecile and Mighty.
No. That's they're a great act, but no, I don't. Just a solo show right now.
Show right now.
Don't do the big illusions where I cut people in half, or I won't make you disappear today. So
yeah, I asked you that earlier.
We'll keep that away.
So please explain to us, what's a modern magician?
So I like to utilize props that are like more modern things, like not the traditional magic show where you know, like I said, cut people in half or do any of that stuff. I like to use things like people's keys, their phones, maybe something with their hair. Really just props that lay around that are organic, you know, just normal things with gum. So yeah, that's what I consider a modern magician.
Okay. And you said you're a mentalist, so can you read minds?
I do. That's what I create, the illusion of reading minds. I use my 5 known senses to create the illusion of a 6th sense. So some people think it could be something as simple as reading body language and those sort of things, tensions in people's body. And
now I feel so tense. Don't.
I hope not. You're like, don't read my mind.
So what do we have here?
Yeah, so right here I've actually got a prediction, and hopefully it'll make some sense in a moment. Do you want to see something, or?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. We're going to try something here. Like I said, I'm a modern magician. We're going to do something with my phone, and we are going to open up this calculator app, and we're going to make a few choices, and hopefully they'll make sense in a moment. I'm going to have you just look at me for a moment, take a deep breath in, and look at my hand. And I'm going to have you name a 2-digit number right now. Name one. 2-digit number.
10.
10. Okay. And we're going to multiply that. And do you have like a favorite 2-digit number? We didn't set this up, by the way. This is something random. 20. Okay. And then we'll multiply that. And do you have like maybe... I'm not going to ask you for your bank PIN because that's too personal. We don't want to give that away, of course. But
maybe they can get hold of my debit card. Yeah.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Name a 4-digit number for me if you could.
Okay.
A random 4 digits.
1975.
1975. Okay. And so we had a random 2-digit number that came to mind, your favorite 2-digit number, and 1975. And we multiplied it together. And we've got a random number here. We've got 746, 121. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
You look confused, right? Of course,
No.
I'm confused too, but
No.
I
wish I have that in my bank account. That's what I'm
right.
thinking.
That's exactly what most of us would think. But we didn't set this up. I didn't tell you to think, you know, write something down before this or anything. This is completely in real time. 746, 121.
So are you telling me that's in there?
I had a prediction, and it's really strange.
Oh wow.
But I've got 746, 121.
Okay.
Just like that.
I'm freaked out.
That's a little bit weird, right? But we're gonna take this a step further, actually. We'll close this.
Oh, that's amazing.
Do you have like a celebrity crush? I'm not gonna read your mind and like tell everybody that, but we're gonna do something here. So we've got a list of celebrities here. We've got Tom Hanks, we've got Kevin Hart, we've got Oprah Winfrey, Jay-Z, some of the most famous people in the world, Tom Cruise, Jeff Bezos, Pitbull, 50 Cent, Will Smith, Elon Musk, just a ton, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have you, if you could just put that down for a moment.
Yes.
And I'm gonna have you hold out your hand, and then put your other hand on top. And I'm gonna look away. I want you to just open it up to one page, look at that celebrity.
Okay.
Don't show me, and I'm gonna turn my back and just keep that person in mind.
Okay. Should I show the camera?
Sure, yeah, open up to one page. You got
All
it?
right. Yes, I got it.
Show the celebrity.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yes.
And close it up. Perfect. And you can put the book down so I don't see
Okay.
anything. And so you have this celebrity in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Is this someone that you know? Because sometimes some people are like, who is this guy? Or they don't know Elon Musk. You know this celebrity?
Through his movies. Yes.
Oh, it's a movie star. Okay, that's fine. So you've told me enough. Just think of it. And think of this celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
Visualize him right here.
Okay.
So I'm getting the impression of like, this is kind of making sense. I'm seeing like a lot of hair, like a hairy, like a masculine guy. I'm actually getting the impression of like, interesting. This is like a guy who's like in a lot of action movies. Maybe it's something with the Japanese thing, but I'm picturing something with samurai, right? He appeared in a samurai movie, I believe. Think of the name right here. Okay. Interesting. So I'm gonna have you just do this. I'm gonna have you visualize it. I've got a bunch of letters here,
Okay.
and I want you to imagine his name right there.
Yeah, I see it.
Perfect. Just use your imagination. Watch.
Oh wow, I can already see it. That's amazing. How do you do that?
Actually seeing his name. I believe it's Tom Cruise that you're thinking about.
Yes.
There we go, just like that.
That's amazing.
That's a little souvenir for you,
Wow,
actually, right
thank
there.
you.
So, little souvenir of today's work.
Wow, that's amazing. How did you do that?
I can't tell you
You're
that.
so- that's a secret.
That's a secret,
That's a
right? The
magic
magicians
secret.
never tell their secrets, so.
That's it. Well, yeah, that's very impressive.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How many years of
Mentalism, it's a mixture of different things like performance and acting and,
But how
reading
long did it
people's-
take you to master that?
It typically takes me a few months to sort of get
Months
technical.
only? Wow.
Yeah, technical part, and then I'll test it out with people and then see what works, what doesn't, but it's been sort of a creation of different tricks that I've had in mind and learned over time, and then put them together for this. So thank you for letting me share that.
Well, you asked me who's my celebrity crush. Who is your celebrity crush?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Lady Gaga, actually.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
And why?
I think she's just amazing. Like, she's just so unique and different and talented, and I love her whole story behind her, and it's very interesting.
Yeah,
I know some
think
people would be
she's
like,
a great inspiration to
yeah,
me.
inspirational.
Yes. So which do you prefer, a woman with good looks or a woman with intelligence? Beauty or
Ooh.
brains?
Beauty.
Beauty?
I know that's horrible, but it's okay.
Okay. All right, for me now. Intelligence.
Intelligence?
Yes. But,
I can see
well,
that.
I'm all
yeah.
about
Of course, right? I
personality,
should have
so.
said that.
So what are your dreams? What would you like to accomplish in the very near future?
In the near future, like
Yes.
as
far as your
so I'd like to be able to do more events like in other countries and that kind of thing. I'm actually working on, I'm planning on going to Thailand. I was going to go in August for like a month and just check it out and maybe live there and sort of perform and, but I'd like to go and perform in like maybe Thailand and Philippines and some other places.
Oh, yes, that would be great.
And work corporate events and, different places. That's the near future, so.
So you've been a professional magician for how long now?
6 years.
Don't tell me since 6 years.
I thought you were going to read my mind or something.
6
You're like,
years
I have a
now.
prediction.
Oh, I wish I can
Right?
do that. I can be clairvoyant.
Thought that was what's on the other side of that paper.
So how would you like to be remembered this lifetime?
Ooh, I'd like to contribute to the world, like by, I'm really grateful to my family for helping me find my passion from a young age, and I feel like that can help. Having a goal in life and having goals is always really important, and I'd like people to, you know, like think of life in a different way, as in like always pursuing goals rather than just going day to day with your rhythm, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like it doesn't have to be a huge goal. It could be something like getting married or something you're always looking forward to, but it makes you get out of bed every day and just like, boom, I'm gonna do this, you know.
There's always something to strive for.
Yeah, always.
Right. Yes. So if what are you doing right now as a magician? Are you just
right now, mainly just creating content for like online. So that's sort
you're
of a
preparing
new,
for that show that you're going to come up with?
Also that, and it's a new avenue for me. I usually just do like live shows, but I'd like to do something interactive with, you know, mind reading through the screen or that kind of thing, reading people's minds through Zoom or that kind of thing.
So if you had a magic wand, what would you do with it?
Like like do anything?
Yeah, anything.
Oh, wow, that's an interesting one. Wow, that's a tough question. I mean,
might maybe create a vaccine, right? To create.
Yeah, like I wish I could just make the corona disappear. Boom, it's all gone.
To heal the world.
Back to normal.
To help all the people who are suffering right now. What advice or words of wisdom would you suggest to anyone who would like to take magic to the next level?
Take magic to the next level? Definitely seek out mentors and people that can help you, people that you look up to and you're like, I want to be there. Look at them and then learn from them. And you know, you don't have to take everything literal, but you can take all the good things and, you know, learn from those people. Because sometimes I've had mentors that, you know, they say one thing works for them, but it may not work for you always. So, you know.
So what works for you?
Well, what do you mean in that way? Like,
in doing magic, like how do you connect with your audience? Let's just put it that way.
Usually comedy helps me out. Like on stage, comedy is usually like the way to connect with people, or reading people's minds, as in reading something that's important to them, like, you know, thinking, you know, because if you can read someone's mind and you can just, you know, I wish you could just read someone and tell them like, hey, what are you hungry for? And then boom, you make a Coke appear or a burger, and then that's what they were thinking of. That would be like real magic to me. So that's
your definition of magic.
Yeah, I mean, something that's important to them.
Well, I wish we had more time, but please invite everyone. Where can they find you? If they would like
so
to
if you go to Instagram, it's Nimai, it's Nimai, Modern Magician, and that's pretty much it on all my social media.
Yeah. And you have a website, right?
NimaiModernMagician.com. Yeah.
NimaiModernMagician.com.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. It's been a pleasure, and too bad I can't make you disappear, but...
It would take a lot to make me disappear. But anyway, take care and God bless.
Thank you. You as well. God bless you all.
All right, catch me again next week as I feature another amazing, talented performer here on Vegas Vibes. Don't go away. Vegas Vibes will be right back.
The best entertainment, the widest coverage, the fastest speed, only through Asian Network. Call now for huge standalone and bundle savings at
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode as much as I did sharing the vibes of Vegas. And time really flies when you're having a grand time. Promise to join me again next week on this same fabulous ACTV channel. And to all our global viewers out there, let me remind you that Las Vegas is not just about the world-renowned Strip or the famous Fremont Street experience in the vibrant downtown district. It has real people, a lot of them musicians, live entertainers, and those involved in the world of pageantry. And to the people here in the Valley who work hard each day to make Las Vegas a global brand. I would like to feature you and your cool story right here on Vegas Vibes, either on the ACTV studios or at your workplace. If you believe that's you, please email me now at vegasvibes1@gmail.com. Before I go, I would like to thank my wardrobe sponsor, Anne Fontaine, located at the Forum Shops of Caesars Palace. Anne Fontaine is now open for business as well. You may call Miss Anna Billings at 702-733-6205 to make an appointment. And finally, my favorite segment on Vegas Vibes, the Vegas Vibes Closet. Yes, it features an intricate selection of health and beauty products, which I personally use. For my go-to everyday palette, I love the Ace Beauty Scarlet Dusk Full Eyeshadow Palette. It has an amazing quality of shimmers and matte shades. So smooth, highly pigmented, and easy to blend. You can create so many different looks that will stay on throughout the day. Definitely a must-have to your eyeshadow collection. Check it out, ladies. Below is the link if you wish to learn more about it or purchase it without any delay. Follow Vegas Vibes on Facebook and Instagram, or check out vegasvibes.us for updates and announcements. Once again, I'm your host, Esmeralda Pliego. Thank you for watching. Mwah!